Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. This is Cyril Gupta back again with another exciting show. And today I'm going to talk about a topic that's very close to everyone's heart, how to make money using software. So if you're excited about today's webinar, give me a holler, give me a little notification in the chat, tell me who you are, where you're from, and we'll get started in just a few minutes. All right, I see a few names. I think many of you guys are already familiar. I've seen you on so many webinars. I've got Carlos L over here. Welcome, Carlos. And we have Lawrence here. I've got Rob. I've got Ganti Murthy. Hi, Ganti, how are you? Hope you're well. We've got Rob from Canada. Carlos says, I'm always excited to see your products. Thank you, Carlos. And I'm sure you will find this one extra exciting because this time I've done something absolutely different. And this is a rare offer. This is something that I've not done before in a long time. So, yep, looking forward to it. Hi again, Ganti G. We're from New York, Carlos. What time is it there, guys? Tell me about the time for you. Right now, I'm in Dubai and it is a nice 5 a.m. over here, 5 in the morning. Perfect time to do some business, right? All right, so we have Lawrence from San Antonio. Now, San Antonio, I'm not even sure which country it's in. I guess it's from the US. We've got Robert from Chandler, AZ, that's Arizona. And Robert says he used to buy my products all the time. Thank you, Robert. And I will show you the secret why people like to buy my products. I promise you on this webinar, I'm going to reveal some business secrets, trade secrets, secrets that have made Technic Force such a successful company and such a well-loved company. So one of those things I will reveal. We've got Pantaleon from Tanzania. Wow, that's in East Africa, isn't it? I've been to East Africa, to Tanzania. In fact, I've been to Zanzibar, and it was a wonderful place. Love the people, love the food, love the cool vibe and the beach. That's amazing. Good to see you here, Pantaleon. 8 p.m. for Carlos. It's great to see you. We have Robert in from AZ. Now it's 6 p.m. in Arizona. Rennie Leach in Atlanta. It's 8 p.m. there. Texas is 7 p.m. Greg is from New Jersey. Welcome, Greg, to the webinar. And we've got Mark Turner from South Wales, UK, 1 a.m. Crazy time for you there, Mark. It's really amazing that you stayed up so late. We do have a live webinar tomorrow too at 10 a.m. EST, but good to see you here, Mark. And it would be good to see any of you guys who decide to join me on the second webinar too, because that one is gonna be live as well. Rob says, I have most of your products. Thank you, Rob. Love it. Love this. We have Jill Highland from Augusta, Georgia. And of course, my good friend Lindsay Bond from Australia. Of course, I know you very well, Lindsay. I know where you're from. We have Jack from Canada. All right, Jack. Welcome to the webinar. Augie from Hawaii. Wow, Hawaii. I've always wondered what a beautiful and amazing place that is, and all seen it in so many movies. Good to see you here, Augie. All right, let's get started. The topic today that we're gonna focus on is make your best profits selling a system that every business wants. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce to you to a product that every business can use and has been using or desperately needs right now. And we're going to borrow from the playbook of Freshdesk and Zendesk to create a massive business helping businesses solve a big problem. Now, guys, how many of you have already heard of Freshdesk or Zendesk? Give me a yes if you've heard of Freshdesk or Zendesk, and I'll tell you exactly how that is relevant in just a few minutes. So, Office 365 says yes. I guess you didn't change your name, Office 365. So you could do that now if you want to. Carlos, Rob, Lawrence, Jill, Rennie, Mark, Rob, everyone says yes. Fantastic. So later in the webinar, I'll tell you exactly why that's relevant and how you can do something really amazing like these companies too. But before that, yeah, it's the webinar. It's a 2 hour long or maybe 1 hour and 90-minute long webinar. I'll keep it very action oriented. I'll be talking to you. I'll be answering questions just like every one of my earlier webinars, right? It's not going to be a one-way show. I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm going to discuss with you how you can use this product and how can use the business that I've set up over here in this product to grow your own business. So look forward to that, right? We're going to have fun. And let's focus. Let's make sure that our attention is all on the webinar. So it's time to put away all the distractions, right? Put away that cell phone, put it on silent, And if you got TV turned on, well, it's time to turn off the volume and focus on the webinar. And if you got a nice drink, I drank coffee this morning. 5 a.m. is perfect time for coffee or matcha or I don't know what the third thing is. I hope it's not beer, but whatever you've got, let's have a chill time. I think that's tea, right? So let's have a chill time together and focus on business. So we're going to talk about building your best profitable business using AI help desk software because that's a product that every business needs. Yes, it goes beyond software that helps you create videos. It goes beyond software that help you do online marketing. It goes beyond software that helps you do SEO because AI help desk or customer communications is something that absolutely every business needs, whether you're a local business or you are an online business or an e-com business or an agency. No matter what you do, you need to get customer communication right, and that's what gets you success. I'm going to prove it to you guys in just a few minutes. So build your best profitable business. That's a promise, and that's what we need to do today. So I'm going to show you today a simple app, right? It is a simple app, right? Because it's something that every business uses, and it's been done so many times over. That's worth $28 billion. Yes, this segment, this app that I have also built has been built by other people too. There are literally dozens of companies, right? Not just one or two, but maybe even 30, even 40 companies that have built this app too. And some of them have built massive, crazy scale in business, right? Because this app, this particular system helps businesses get what they want. And again, I'm going to do one of those fun surveys, guys. What is it that businesses want? What is it, right? Let me know in chat. What do you think it is that businesses want? And I will tell you what I think they want in just a few minutes. But let me hear from you. Carlos says sales, right? Absolutely true, Carlos. What comes before sales, right? Any other guesses, guys? Money, more customers. Office 365, more customers. Lawrence, more customers. Rennie says leads. Leads are customers. Carlos says satisfied customers. Good guess there. Again, Carlos. Rob, they want to do support. Money, customers. Absolutely, guys. It's sales, money. What comes before sales and money? Like every one of you guys said, it is more customers. Every business wants customers. Every business wants money. Pretty much everyone was right, absolutely bang on. And you can see in this graphic exactly what we want, right? We want people to come and pay us. We want a huge crowd of customers, people who would not hesitate to give us their hard earned money. We want them to take out the cash. We want them to take out their credit cards and pay us for the value we provide them, right? That's what every business wants. We want to be trustworthy. We want to be there so that people are not reluctant to pay us. Now, so many of you guys have attended so many of my webinars. I see so many names here. Robert here gave me such a huge endorsement right on the outset. Absolutely uninvited, right? He told me that I buy every single one of your products. How do you do that? Well, Robert, there is a reason for that. The more customers a business has, the more money it makes. Simple rule, right? But there's a reason why people want to come to a business again and again. Customers are the most precious commodity that a business can have, a most precious asset a business can have. And you see this little, meme that I created using this famous movie. I think it's called the Lord of the Rings, and this is the golem over there. You remember the golem's obsession with the ring, the one ring, how obsessed it was, right? That's how businesses need to be obsessed with their customers. That's how I feel. I'm obsessed with my customers. I need to make sure that they feel happy, they feel secure working with Technic Force. And I'm sure everyone here wants to do that too, because that's the only way you can have them paying you again and again, right? You want them to come back to you whenever you have a new service, new product, new month, right? You want to do that. So you can't afford to lose hard-won customers. Isn't that right? You can't afford to lose hard-won customers because one customer is a permanent asset if they trust you, if they rely on you, and if they value the service that you provide them. That customer will keep coming back and back. And businesses are made on customers like that. It's not a one-time sale. Businesses that run on a one-time sale where you give somebody bad value, bad product, or bad service, that customer's never gonna come back to you. And that means that value, that relationship that you created with so much effort, you advertised or you reached out using a cold email or you made that phone call, all that resistance, all that effort you made to get to that customer, to win that lead, to win that customer, can be ruined forever if you don't maintain that relationship, right? So that's why this is something that everyone needs to remember. You need to build up your business on the principle that every customer, every relationship that you have secured after so much effort needs to be conserved forever, needs to be grown, and you need to make sure that they want to pay you over and over, right? It's not just about the money. Of course, money follows, but it only follows if you maintain that principle. And that's what I used in my business to create this wonderful company that we have here with so many products and so many amazing customers who want to support me every time I bring out a new product. And that's why using this principle, I've been able to achieve a scale which has brought me so much recognition. Well, this is an award from JV Zoo. They gave it to me a little while ago when I reached seven figures. That's $1 million. Now, actually, I have done many $1 million in sales so far. It's not just $1 million, it's many, many more $1 million. And I'm actually reaching eight figures now very shortly. So that's a recognition that I got using the same principle. Multi-million dollars generated in sales. Money is always beautiful, but what's more beautiful is providing value to all these people. So here is the rule that I want to convey to you and that every business wants to do. Every buyer must turn into a repeat buyer, and that is true for every single business. So you need to have good service, you need to have good relationship with your customers, and you need to make sure that customers keep coming back to you, and public reviews are a big part of it. So this is again true for agencies, it's true for local businesses, it's true for e-com businesses, it's true for product vendors, people who manufacture, design a product or service. Nobody here buys a product or a service without checking the reviews first, without finding out whether the company that they're buying from is reliable, whether they have done a good job in the past, and can you trust yourself? Can you trust them with your money, right? That's why we have business. My own business, I put it up front and I have ratings that look really crazy. 4.9 stars on Google Business, over 200 reviews, all of them from genuine customers like you, all the people who are in this group. And on Trustpilot, I've got a rating of 4.6 stars, over 80 reviews. Again, every single customer here is genuine. People who have bought the products, people who have experienced the results and the service and have chosen to make some effort and support our business by coming out in the public and telling them that we love you, Cyril, or we love your product. Now, before I got to this stage, I had my own challenges. One of the most important challenges, or the biggest challenges that I had, was being able to communicate with all these customers effectively. And I found it such a big pain for myself and my support team also. I've got a nice big support team, people who try to help my customers the best they can, but all the tools that were available in the market, including the forerunners, including the top level tools, they were just not enough. They just didn't have enough features to help me do a good job. And worst of all, they did not have AI. So everyone was working too hard and we were getting too less results. So I created an app for my own business. The app that I'm going to show you today, Helpira, every one of you have heard of this today already if you're on this webinar. This app I created actually for my own business, right? I launched it in my own business in June, and we've been using it since June in our business. We've been using it every day. Right now, all my customer support team, all my technicians, all the support, all the tech people I have, we use it every day. It's one of the best tested apps that I have created. Every single app that I have is, of course, well tested and created. It goes through the regular testing process. But this particular app is absolutely well tested, and it has every single feature that I wanted, that I hoped that everybody else would build, but they didn't. I built it all in this app. And you're going to see the demonstration. When you see it in just a few minutes, you're going to see the kind of value it can provide and the kind of difference it makes to businesses that desperately need it, right? So let's talk about that. This app is going to have features that every business needs. And with this app, I was actually able to double my repeat customers with Helpira. I was able to double my repeat customers, and all the ratings that you see on public places like Google Business and Trustpilot, they were generated after I released this app, after I adopted this app. The reason is I put in a little bit of a secret over there. I'm going to show you the secret in just a few minutes. So wait for that, because that will help your clients and your business double your, even 10x your public reviews. I don't know how many you're getting today, but imagine getting public reviews where people are absolutely crazy about your business. They express it and how it can transform your business. And imagine applying that to your customers. Now, we're talking about local businesses. Let's talk about home maintenance. Let's talk about dentists. Let's talk about any kind of agency or service provider or e-com sellers, right? Anybody, absolutely anybody. All of them want public reviews, and this product can help them get it. You know, people have been buying a lot of reputation management products, reputation tools, and widgets, but this system that I have is superior to everyone, right? So it's got features that attract more customers, right? It brings people back. It also gets you new customers, get your businesses, get your clients new customers by enhancing your reputation, right? So I'm going to reveal this app to the world today. It is called Helpira, and I'm sure you've heard about it. You have seen the details of it. And the next thing, I'm going to show you today the app pretty early on, the demo pretty early on. So next slide, I'm going to show you a demo. And if you're ready to see this app in action, ready to see how AI can transform your business and your clients' businesses, give me a big yes in the chat, and I'm going to show you Helpira right away. No waiting this time. So Carlos says yes. Awesome. So let me see all of you give me a big yes. Let me make sure that I've got your attention here so that I can make this big reveal. Lawrence says yes. Jack, yes. Augie, yes, with many dollar signs. Absolutely. Paban says, am I pronouncing your name right, Paban? Let's go. We've got, awesome. So I actually scrolled up. Hold on there. My chat scrolled up. I want to read out all the names that I can. Just a second, guys. Awesome. So we've got Augie, CY Edge, Mark Turner, Robert, David Lennon, Kenneth Strain. We've got Jill Highland, John Young, Roach says yes. Robert is asking me a customer. Dave says yes. Sorry, asking me a question. Dave says yes. Robert Writers. Everybody is excited. Awesome. So I will not hold back any longer. Here you go. Just let me know whether you hear the dialogue or not in the chat, whether you can hear the sound when I play it. Hello and welcome to Helpira. This is the most powerful help desk system ever created. It's got every single feature that you want to make sure that your customer is always delighted with you and you're able to conserve and grow your business and keep every single customer that comes to you. So let's get started and take a look at Helpira. When you log into the Helpira administration, you will see a quick bird's eye view of your support system, information like tickets that you've assigned to your team members, the total number of open tickets and the total number of tickets that have been processed. Below that, you will see a nice little graph which will show you a daily view of how many tickets came in each day and how many of them were you able to close. Next, you will see the view for the day. So these are today's tickets, the number of tickets created, the answered tickets, and the total number of solved tickets, as well as the tickets that have a placeholder answer and you might want to get back to them later. You also have the number of questions that were asked, questions that are not necessarily support related, but maybe a query about sales or something. And below that, of course, you have the total tickets themselves, the tickets created. You have information like an ID number that's unique to the ticket, the subject of the ticket creator. And then finally, when the ticket is solved, the AI also makes a summary of the ticket showing you what happened in the ticket itself. You also have the customer's name, and if you click on the customer, you will be able to see a new view where you can see all the tickets that were created by the customer. So yes, this is a great way to keep track of your customers and make sure that you know who's your best customer, who's the customer that has communicated the most with you, and who's got the most product. Next, you can actually have multiple team members inside of Helpira, and if you assign the ticket to a particular person, you will be able to see their name over here. In the responses column, you can see if there is a new response from you or from the customer. And if it is answered, like some of the questions were already answered by my team members, you will see the name of the person who last answered it and the status of the ticket, is it open or is it closed, and then finally whether it was modified ever and when was it created. So all of that information is available to you so that you can quickly understand how does support look today. So this is the main interface. Now let's take a look at a ticket itself. Let's find something like this: unable to register a new account. It opens in a new window and you can easily see the total communications from your customer and with your team members. For example, the customer started the ticket on a certain date and they asked a question. It was answered by my team members. You can also put in a nice footer which can promote the rest of your products or any other offer that you have. And they can see all the follow-ups over here, and you can see everything is nicely marked up. Like for example, if the ticket is escalated to a team member, you will see that. If there is a follow-up question from your team to the customer, you will see that. And if there is a follow-up, a reminder to the customer asking them to respond like this, you will see that. And finally, when the ticket is solved, there is a proper solution, you will see that. And yes, Helpira supports attachments, screenshots, videos, whatever you want. And finally, you can close the ticket and solve it. On the right side, this is where you actually answer the ticket. This is where you put in a response to your customer. You can see the number of agents that you have, and you or your team members can assign the ticket to any of the agents so that that particular agent can follow up. When you assign, the agent will be notified and they will be able to answer the ticket from there. They will know that they're supposed to answer the ticket. It also has a product manager. So yes, all the products or services that you have created can be a part of Helpira, and the customer will be able to choose the exact product when they create the ticket so that it saves you time. Finally, you can have templated ready-made answers. Yes, for example, here is an answer that is customized for Jason Brechto, the person who created the ticket. So you can create templates of answers and you can select those answers with one click. So all the common responses that you need to give a person can be done in one click. But that's not all. Helpira is the AI-powered help desk support systems that can improve your efficiency, help you save time, and answer your customers better. So right on this screen, you've got three features. The first is improve answer, which will improve any answer that you put in over here. The second is save answer. So when you answer a ticket correctly and you want to train the AI so that it learns your answer, and next time a similar request comes in, it can answer it. You can click on save answer and that information will be saved to AI so that the next time a customer comes in and asks a similar question, the AI will answer the question for you, saving you a lot of time. And this button, generate answer by AI, is the button that can answer any question for you based on all the information that is already present for the AI and create a perfect response to your customer. So let's take it for a spin. Here I've written a very badly drafted response, single line. I've not capitalized anything. I've made a lot of typos. I've made grammatical mistakes. The sort of response that would really irritate a customer. Now, all you need to do with Helpira is click on improve your answer and let AI work its magic. Check out this response. Hi Jason, thank you for reaching out to us. A proper greeting. I understand that you have trouble receiving the OTP for registration. You acknowledge the customer's question. Of course, that's very important. Additionally, to assist you better, could you share the details of your recent purchase? Everything that I put in my poorly drafted response has been made professional, perfect, and you close the answer with a proper response. That is the power of AI, and it can save you a lot of time. Now you can either insert the message directly where the cursor is, or you can copy it and paste it in your response box, and then you can just click on send to paste it. You can also choose the quality of the response. Is it a placeholder response? Is it a solution? Is it a question, an escalation, or a follow-up? So that you will be able to know when you look at the support desk how many questions actually need a follow-up or how many questions are actually solved and what issues are still outstanding. You can make it an internal note which will only go to the team members that you have. Your customers won't be able to see that response, but if there is some information that you want to put in for the next team members who reviews the tickets, you can make it an internal note. And of course, you can put in attachments. This supports images, documents, even small videos. And we are only getting started. In the ticket section on the left side, you will see all the tickets that were ever created and who was it assigned to, who answered it, the quality of the tickets. You can easily filter to open tickets or new tickets or tickets that are marked as placeholder, so that you can see that these tickets are the ones that need to be followed upon. You can see the tickets that were marked as solution. So there was a final solution provided to the customer and now the ticket is closed. You can also filter according to the product that you want to select. So if you want to say go for all the tickets for CloudFunnels, you could click that and you would see all the tickets for CloudFunnels. And how do you add a product? Just click on this sidebar product menu, product option, and you will see all the products that you have created. To create a product, you can just click on this, enter a product name, enter a product URL if you have one, and click on save. The product will be added to the database, and the next time the customer is creating a ticket, he will get an option to select it. So coming back to the tickets, I've showed you the filtering options, I've showed you the product options. You can also select on the basis of the agent. Yes, you can see which agent handled which ticket and what the answer was, so that you can review the performance of your team members if you have team and you want to follow up on them. You can also search for tickets by either the ticket ID or anything in the content or even the customer name. For example, if I put Brian in and I click search, let me just put all agents over here, you will see all the tickets that were created by a customer with Brian in their name. So yes, the search features and the filtering features are extremely advanced, just the kind of thing you need for a real business. Before we continue with the admin panel demo, I want to show you the experience that your customers will have. Yes, the customers who are creating a ticket. So they get started by putting in their name. So I'll just put in my name over here. Next, you got to put in your email address. So I will put in my email address. And finally, you can select a product that you have. And if you don't want to go for any product, you can click on others. I will click on CloudFunnels. Let's create a ticket for CloudFunnels and I will enter a subject, how to install using cPanel. And I will then be able to put in a description. I need to install CloudFunnels on my server. How can I do that using cPanel? Next, if you want to put in an attachment, maybe a screenshot or a video or something, you can do that and then click on submit ticket. What's happening now is Helpira is trying to generate the answer, generate the response using AI. And here's the magic. Your customer will get a detailed response based on the information in your help desk system. So if you have answered any similar question earlier, the AI will take that up and provide the answer to your customer, and you might not even have to create a ticket. That means you will have satisfied customers right at the bat. They might not even need to create a ticket to get the answer they need. They might just get the right answer from the AI, which will save you a lot of time and give you happier customers. Now, if it does not solve the question, if it does not solve the problem, people can click on I still need help and the ticket will be created. Here is a ticket code. An email has been sent to the customer, and when the customer clicks on view ticket, they will be able to see the ticket generated and then follow up with a response. Coming back to the admin system, Helpira is filled with advanced features and fantastic systems that every business needs, whether they are a local business or an e-com business. Things like members and teams. You can have multiple people working on your support desk. You can invite all your team members in, and you can even create teams with your team members. So each team can have multiple people in it. This is great for e-com businesses. This is great for multiple website owners, people who have multiple websites. It's also great for local businesses like repair shops, maintenance shops, home improvement companies, agencies, etc. You can also see a list of all your customers who have ever created a ticket with your support system. You can search for customers. You can see the IP addresses they were using, when did they last log in, how many tickets they have. And if you click on the customer, for example, let's click on Abanda. You can see all the tickets that they have ever created and what was the ticket subject, ticket response status, ticket summary. All of that information is available to you. Next, we have the answers section, which has ready-made templates, ready-made answers, and you can produce these answers. You can insert these answers into your ticket by just a single click. We also have surveys. So when a customer finishes the ticket journey, when they get a final solution, they get a request to participate in a survey and rate your service. You can see how many responses were there every day, and below that you can see the average rating. Like this was the day when we had everyone rating us 5 stars, so that it tells you how your support system is evolving over time. You can monitor it over specific periods like 30 days or even 365 days. Plus you can see the individual feedbacks provided by the customer. So Mark Brown rated us 5 stars, which is great, but Richard only rated us 2.33. So you can click on Richard's name and you can see the tickets that they have created and see what went wrong with the customer, so that you can make sure that the customer is helped properly and you're able to retain the relationship. But this is not all. You can even use it to improve your public reputation, because inside the surveys you have the option to redirect the people who rate you 5 stars or 4 stars to a public survey form. And that's what exactly we've done, and improved our ratings by helping our happy customers rate us publicly. So you can make a request to them in this section. You can enable the surveys here. Then you can request a survey from them. You can request them to take the survey, and you can send them a thank you page message thanking them for the survey. And if they did a rating for 5 stars, you can redirect them to your Google Business or Trustpilot profile like us. And if they're rating you less than 5 stars, you can choose to follow up with the correct information. Like I ask everyone who rates us less than 3 stars to contact me directly and tell me what went wrong, so that I can make sure that our service quality is improved and customers are helped. And of course, you can do the same. You can ask the customers who rated you less than 3 stars or 3 stars to contact you and tell you how you can help them better and retain the relationship. This is a must for any service provider. Next, you have the leaderboard. This is like a virtual competition between all your team members. You can see the performance that your team is delivering, who's answered the most tickets, who's solved the most questions, and who's actually got the best ratings. So you can see all of that information, which can help you find out who are your best performers. And then you have the AI training. So yes, you can view all the information that you have provided to the AI and also create new topics, new questions, and help your customers. In the email section, you can put in the SMTP and IMAP details of your email address, of your support email ID, so that Helpira can read that support email ID, automatically update your tickets, and also send your emails using that support email ID. In settings, you have basic information like your OpenAI API key, the prompt, the basic prompt if you want to provide it. You can also put in your own custom logo and your complete logo. You can give your site a unique title, select a time zone for your business. And finally, in API settings, we have the system for a webhook, so that you can integrate Helpira with your own custom software or your CRM and update the tickets from there. So this was the brief demo of Helpira, the most powerful help desk system ever created. How was that, guys? Were your minds blown or not, right? Was that mind blowing? Hello, and let me just roll back a few slides. And I keep hitting the button more than I need to. Was that mind blowing or not? Those were the features that nobody else has it. I'm talking about the market leaders. Now, a lot of you guys might have either implemented a popular product that's in the niche for a customer, or might have used it yourself. So I want to do a quick survey. How many of you guys have ever implemented something like Zendesk, Freshdesk, or any other help desk system for yourself or for any of your clients? Let me know in the chat, and I'm going to show you something even more exciting. I'm going to show you an offer that will make you feel like you are on this cloud 7, and it will really excite you, because I'm going to give you something crazy today, but that comes later. So we have all these people in the chat. CY Edge says yes. Steve has never done it. Dave has. Rennie has, of course. Lawrence has a help desk. Jill has one too. And Mac, of course, Mac has a question for me, and I will come back to that question. Carlos has never done it, but a bunch of you guys have, right? And some of you who have not done it, well, you're in for a treat too, because what you're going to see next is going to make you want to get started ASAP. But it goes without saying that Helpira is something that every business needs, because every business needs customers and every business needs customer communications. Think about all those businesses, like local shops. Think about local businesses. For now, we are not even going global. We are not even thinking about the website owners, the agencies, the coaches. We are not thinking about the online e-com stores. We're thinking only about the most accessible, most technically backward, I would say relatively people, the local business owners. They get literally dozens of customers every month, and that is an understatement. Probably they get dozens of customers every week. Agencies or maintenance shops, they must be serving maybe multiple dozens of customers every week. But do they actually have a line of communication open? Well, they should, because that will help them create that relationship, and that will help them automate everything so much better. Now, Helpira is a help desk. It's not only for customer support. There's so many different applications. Think about a maintenance company that as soon as a customer comes in with a concern, let's say the tap's not working or the water's not coming in or the electricity lines are down, whatever happened, they start by creating a ticket for it, and the customer automatically gets a mail that we have noted down your concern. And in that, then they write next, Rob is gonna come to your house maybe at 5 p.m. And Rob shows up. After that, there's a follow-up that this was the diagnosis, here is what we did, and here is the little bill for you. And the customer can actually do a follow-up after 5 days. You send them a note, we did this service for you, and how was it? Did you feel satisfied? If not, then let me know, and if yes, then just rate me on Google. And that simple thing can actually help people escalate to such an amazing level. That simple thing can help people get so many more ratings and make customers feel like they're absolutely connected to them. So it's about customer communications, it's about issue tracking. And issue tracking can be a concern. Let's say there's an e-com website and somebody didn't get the delivery or they got the wrong product. How do you track it? How do you track the customer concern? You need to have a product like this, right? Then next, you need to build your reputation. I showed you how to build up your reputation really fast. It's simple, very simple thing. And it's the oldest rule in business. When many people, I've seen this actually in a local store. If you like our service, tell the world. If you don't like our service, please tell us, right? Isn't that very simple? Well, that's all you need to do to build up quite a reputation. All you need to do is tell everybody who likes your product or service, help my business by making a public review. And I can tell you, a lot of people who are happy with the work that you've done for them will make that effort, will leave that public review. I'm sure a bunch of you guys have done it for me. Bunch of you guys always do it for me on the chat just because you like the work I do. So imagine the kind of scale that you can achieve by just automating that, right? And the second thing is, when people tell you about what you're doing wrong or what you're doing different that should not be done or what you can improve, you can take that opportunity to create that system, to improve that service, and then create a permanent relationship with your customer. I can tell you this from personal experience, guys. This is coming from 14 years of making software. The most reliable customer, the most loyal customer is not the customer that you make happy the first time round. It's the customer who approaches you with a concern and you address it. You solve it for them. That customer is the customer who will always, always stick with you. And why is that so? It's very simple psychological reason. First thing, they have reached out to you expecting to be let down. Isn't that the case? Now, guys, I'm going to ask you this. How many times when you reach out to support locally or online, you expect to be disappointed? If you've ever expected to be disappointed when you reach out to customer support, give me a yes in the chat, right? So that's something that happens too many times, right? People reach out to businesses like Office 365, like Lawrence, like everyone else who's answering with yes, expecting to be disappointed by the service. But when they get a surprise, like somebody addresses their concern, somebody follows up, somebody takes care of them, they know that this is a business that they can trust. And trust is the most precious commodity when it comes to business, because people are transacting real money, right? It's not just a hype. Hey, you go girl or you go man. It's not just that. It's somebody giving you their hard earned cash. Trust is the most important, most powerful commodity, right? So think about it. You establish that trust line and you have a customer who will never let you down. So With Helpira, you can say goodbye to unanswered customer queries because everything just gets tracked. People who serve, all the customer issues get tracked. You get to answer them. You get to know what is still, going wrong. You get to know what is still not addressed correctly. You get to know what your customer truly feels without you losing track of it, without forgetting about it, without getting into this place where you're not feeling concerned about it. So that's taken care of. You don't have to worry about missed emails. Now, I'm telling you this, I talk to many people, and I was talking to one of my best affiliates yesterday, and they told me that they're still using email for support. Now that means it's a problem, because then they can track what was done earlier. They can track what the customers have been saying to them. They can track how valuable the customer is. They can track how frustrated that customer is based on this particular email, because they haven't got the history. Now with this particular software, of course, everything is sorted out. Next, you don't have to worry about incorrect replies. Think about all the time when you're in a rush or you don't want to spend 15 minutes drafting a good response. With AI, you can just draft a very poorly written response in 1 minute. You can just get to the core. Okay, fix it this way. That's all you need to say. And the AI will draft a proper response based on what you give in just a few seconds. So that means it's an effort saver. And all of our customers, I know a lot of us are in businesses that serve local businesses or agencies or online small businesses. The small businesses will really appreciate this. The small single person agencies, the small single person operations, like you guys could be, or your customers could be, they will absolutely love the AI assistants. And this is something not even the best tools have. The way I have built it, you get 3 levels. You get to improve your answer, you get AI to answer your question, and of course, you can train the AI with all the relevant questions, even training it with the correct answers that you give. So let's say a question is asked by a customer. You draft a beautiful response. You only need to do it once, because the next time you can just click a button, train AI with it, and next time when there's a similar question, the AI will answer it for you. So no more lost customers, no more ruined relationships, right? Because for every business, whether it's an e-com business, whether it's a local business, whether it's a software business like mine, or your agency business that you could be running, the only way to make money consistently, the only way to hit pay dirt every single month is by making sure your customer buy from you again. So no more falling sales too, right? Next, let's talk about a couple of case studies, couple of businesses that have really achieved scale. Now, we all know about the Microsoft of the world. We know about Nvidia. We know about Google. Now, they're amazing companies. They have been great. But think about the most powerful niche in the market that is not word processing or search engine. What is that? Any guesses, guys? What's the most powerful software niche? Or I would say, what's the biggest SaaS niche in the market? What's the biggest SaaS niche? Give me your guess, guys, in the chat box. What is the biggest SaaS niche of the world? Let me see in the chat what you think it is. All right. So meanwhile, I'm gonna read a couple of responses. Still waiting for your response. Maybe it's my lagging, or maybe you guys are a little bit distracted. Let me make sure which it is. So Rennie says support. Robert says email and help desk. And Office got a question mark. Gail has got a question mark too. Funnel builder. Well, guys, it is actually help desk. What you call support, what you call email and help desk. Actually, it is help desk. Funnel builder, the best product in the funnel building niche. I think its ClickFunnels is about $350 million. That's what they say. Say it was worth a couple of years ago. Right now, it's fallen quite a lot. The biggest SaaS company in the world is Zendesk, the purely SaaS company. It's Zendesk, and they have done it on the basis of just one product. Their helpdesk system, right? It's a $10 billion company. And the next SaaS company that has done so well in the market with the helpdesk software is Freshdesk, which is also now worth $3.4 billion. Now think about the scale. The best funnel builders, the best any other product, any other niche just not even compare to the level or the acceptability or the demand for help desk software. Why? Because this is something that every business needs, right? And if a lot of businesses are not using it yet. They are in line, they are just waiting to get on board, and some of them might not be there yet because it might be too affordable, too technical. They just haven't gotten around to understand how to implement it, and they just need some help, right? So that's where you could come in. You could operate in this niche. Imagine that. How would you like to operate in this niche, the same niche that Zendesk was able to scale to $10 billion, or Freshdesk, which is actually a closely held company. It's not even public, I think. It's worth $3.4 billion, the same niche. How would you like to profit from this niche, right? If you want to profit from this niche, give me a profit, or give me a yes, I would want to profit in the chat box, and I will show you something that will actually make you very, very, very excited, because it will give you the same opportunity, the same kind of accessibility, the same kind of control, and the same kind of market access that these companies have. So I have the people, the early initiative takers. Lauren says profit. Jill says dollar signs, big dollar signs. Jill. Office says yes. Dave Sweeney, yep. And Robert says profit. And Gail, QQQ, questions, right? Questions, guys. I will get to those questions, and ask me again by the end of the webinar. After I finish the presentation, I will be just answering questions. So if I miss any of your questions, let me know at the end. Now, who wouldn't like to profit? So I'm going to show you the system, how you can actually make best quality money. So first, very quickly, the use cases of a helpdesk software. Why did these companies build these wonderful, wonderful businesses? Why? Because helpdesk software is not just one thing. It can be used to track customer queries. It can be used to handle marketing questions. It can be used to manage orders, to manage follow-ups, to track order details, maintenance and repair status, to take care of student requests, employee issues, to to provide membership support, to provide customer support, and to provide customer communication. And why is this such a big niche? Again, because it can apply to every single niche in the market. And I want to imagine, I'm going to go through some of the niches, and I'm going to imagine how people can use helpdesk systems in this. So Ecom-Stores. Anybody here has an Ecom-Store? Give me a yes if you got an Ecom-Store, or if you've got clients who have an e-com store. I'll take both. Anybody who's got an e-com, or who've got clients who's got an e-com store, give me a yes. So Carlos, Office, Jill, Baban, a lot of people have e-com stores. So an e-com store must absolutely have a helpdesk system, because they need to track customer queries, they need to track return requests, they need to track sales inquiries, right? So a support system comes with your e-com website. If your e-com website is without support system, you're gonna be flooded with bad reviews, you're gonna be flooded with refund requests, and that business is never gonna scale, right? So next, you can track marketing questions, customer requests, and projects. For agencies, you can manage orders, progress, you can do follow-ups, and more for maintenance companies. And if you got a bespoke store, I'm talking about all the stores that create tailor-made, custom-made things for people, even tailor-made suits or tailor-made watches, anything that is tailor-made, printed, custom printing. Think about print on demand, anything, any business that does that. Even local car dealers. CY Edge, absolutely right. Even local car dealers, you can bring in a car, and they will get a customer ticket that we have addressed the issues. This is the photograph of whatever was happening in your car, and here is a little detail about it. And at the end, the customer gets a notification. Perfect workflow for that too. So you can track order details, order status, inquiries, for tech repair shops, and it includes all kinds of tech repair: computers, mobile phones, cars. Absolutely, why not? Track repair status and order tracking. And for HR, think about internal departments. Now, this is for bigger companies that have 20 plus employees, and I'm sure they can be your clients. Even if you don't have 20 employees for you, they can be your clients. You can track employee issues, you can track questions, lots of different applications. For gyms too, membership support, billing issues. Even membership freezing is sometimes a thing that gyms forget to track, and then the customer comes in and says, hey, you forgot to freeze my membership, and now you're charging me extra. So all of these things can be avoided, right, using this product. You can also apply this to every single business. When it comes to customer communication or issue management, this product does this. So every business needs it, we understand it, and it's very clear. This is a $28 billion market pie. So Zendesk is worth $10 billion, because the entire industry is worth $28 billion. That's a lot of money. And the beautiful thing about this business is that it's not just taken all by the leader. So when you think about products like that are there in the consumer industry, like in search engine, 99% of the market is Google, or maybe it's 98, I don't know which, maybe either of the two, doesn't matter which. When it comes to office software, it's Microsoft Office all the way, right? All the market share belongs to them. So similarly, in many niches where there are software, the market belongs to one particular company. But in the help desk niche, there are so many amazing companies that have built. I've talked about only the top two, which are worth more than $1 billion. That was the scale, right? Beyond that, below that, there are companies that are worth $500 million, $300 million, $100 million, $10 million, $1 million. At every scale, you can find some companies there providing a service. And you should be able to do that too. So all you need to capture this opportunity is show up, but you can't show up empty handed, right? You can't come to the market and compete with Zendesk or compete with Freshdesk without nothing in your hand. You need something that actually rivals their product or is even better than that, right? You saw Helpira, you saw how amazing it was, and it is better than any other product in the market. I'm talking about Zendesk and Helpdesk included. By the way, these products are charging upwards of $6, $7 per person at the most basic level, and realistically $25 to $30 per person per month to gain access. So it's quite a well-paying service. If you get some clients with your service that you can create next, I'll show you how using Helpira you will be able to create a recurring business if you're smart about it. And I'll show you how you can be smart about it. So again, now, this is for all the people who are in the business of marketing and sales. So we've got two kinds of customers or two kinds of attendees on this webinar. People who want to use it for themselves, we will talk to them too, and people who want to sell it, who want to profit from Helpira. So again, a quick survey. All the guys here who want to profit from Helpira, not just use it in their business, give me a yes in the chat box. I'm going to show you the perfect system how to do that. Give me a yes in the chat box if you want to profit. Lot of yeses just coming in just like that in seconds, right? Wow, I can see Andrew, I can see Jill, I can see Don, Vikash, Dave, Carlos, Paban, Lawrence, Office 365. Still, your name amuses me every single time. So, all of you guys want to profit from it. Well, I'm going to show you something that will again blow your mind, because I'm going to show you a profit system or a profit strategy that is really, really crazy, because I'm going to put you equal to Zendesk, to Freshdesk, and to myself. So imagine having a product that's perfectly irresistible for business. Helpira, I showed it to you. Imagine having an AI that cuts the workload to half and doubles the number of happy customers for you or your customers. Imagine that, right? Everybody would love that. Imagine having a system that gets perfect answers for your customers' queries using AI. So people don't even have to make an effort. So whether it's you who's trying to help the customer or your team member or your clients, themselves or the team members, they don't have to do it. Imagine everything done for you, and because Helpira automatically rewrites everything. And imagine getting 5-star ratings all the day like this. Imagine having automated customer surveys that actually help you build a reputation. And imagine all these features, right? These are all the features that I've already told you about. I'm not going to even go through that list. You've seen this. But the next thing, imagine what if you could sell this and keep all the profits. That's right. I'm going to let you sell Helpira and keep all this profit, all the profits, all the money you've made from this. But beyond that, what if you could actually own Helpira? You could be the owner, you could be the founder, you could be the creator of this amazing software where it actually belongs to you, where you can promote it as your own product. You could even rebrand it. So if you want to call your help desk Smart Helper, you could call it that. If you wanted to call Helpira My Help System or My Help Desk or local or car helper, think about going to super niches. Now we had a wonderful insight from CY Edge that you could use it for car help desks, for car support system, or for car garages. Now imagine calling it Auto Help Desk. going super local, talking to all the auto garages in your city and selling it to them for $200 a month a pop, because they've got all these cars coming in, they need tracking, and they got a team members, they got garages and everything. So what kind of recurring business it could create? And imagine, I'm going to give you even more wonderful ideas. Imagine being able to modify this software, customize it for car owners, for garages, right? You could add in a module which could probably do something special for a garage, like have a system where you could mention the parts changed or something like that, where you could have a list of the parts change, something really special and unique to that business. How would you like to do that? How do you think it would happen, right? It would be amazing, isn't it? I'm going to let you do that today because I'm going to give you three ways to sell Helpira, right? Three escalating ways. At the basic level, the first thing we imagine being able to sell Helpira and profit from it. That's the reseller level or the agency level. And today I'm going to let you sell Helpira with the same brand name if you want to, with the Technic Force name backing it up, with my support team backing it up, right? All you need to do is come in and sell and make the money. You keep all the profits, but you sell Helpira, the actual product. Anytime somebody wants any assistance with Helpira, they have any questions about it, they come to my support desk and my support team, the 5-star rated support team, right? I always mention it on all my sales pages because that's important. The 5-star rated support team will handle your customers, take care of them, and make sure that you keep all the money that you've made. That's the number one system. But the number two system is you can also today be able to white label Helpira, which means you can do things like I talked about earlier, being able to call it Smart Helper, car Helper, or My Auto Help Desk, right? Or my home help desk, or my maintenance help desk, or my dentist helper, whatever you want to call it. I'm not very creative with names, but I'm sure you guys are. So you can white label it to any name and sell it to any local business, and you can tell them, hey, you know what, my car helper or my or car help desk or smart helper is my software, and you can get it for this much money, whether recurring, whether one time, is totally on you. The best thing is you don't even need to tell them this is Helpira. You don't need to tell them Technic Force made it, and you don't need to worry about what I'm selling it for today and how much publicity it has got and who would want to buy from me and not from you. All of those questions are simply gone because you can just promote it as your own product. But beyond that, I told you about the third level to imagine. Imagine being able to customize it and sell it with custom features. And guys, this is something that you don't even need to do yourself, because here is the thing. I'm going to give you the chance to own the source code and the license to modify the source code. The best thing is, now with AI, it's insanely simple to modify the source code. Now, have any of you guys used a tool like Claude Code? Have you used Claude Code, or have you used GitHub Copilot, or have you used Google's latest product? I think it is called, hold on there, I will just check what name it is. I just have it on my computer. Anti-gravity. Have you ever used any of these tools? Cloud Code or Anti-gravity or Google, GitHub Copilot? Give me a yes if you used any of them, or better still, mention the name of the tool that you've used. Replit, Indeed. Indeed, I don't know if it's a tool or not, never heard of it. Nope, says Paban. Anti-gravity, vibe coding is cool, cloud code is cool. So, guys, the beautiful thing is today, if you have good quality code base, you could bring it in Claude Code, you could bring it in Replit, you could bring it in VS Code with GitHub Copilot, you could bring it in Google Anti-Gravity, and you could tell the AI, hey, could you add a feature to select car parts when the create in the creating ticket section, and put it in the database, and the AI will do it for you. Now imagine that. You don't even have to code anything because the code base is there. The code is written in high quality. It's 100% functioning, no bugs. That's your starting point. You don't have to start off with a blank screen, a project plan, worry about the features, worry about whether it's going to work, worry about database structure. You have got the complete code base and you can own the source code, gets the right to customize the source code, and you can today absolutely make these extra features, like, two, three extra features, change the screen, change the layout, change the design using AI. Now that is unlocking a new thing in your mind, isn't it? Now Carlos got the right expression. It's mind blowing, right? That's crazy because that makes you the owner of a business. That makes you the owner of the business the same way that Freshdesk is, right? That makes you the owner of a business the same way that Zendesk is, or even I am, because I created this code base, my team created this code base, but now you can profit from it just the way that I have in the past. So that's the third level. Isn't that amazing, guys? This is an offer that I have not made in the entire year. This is an offer that I have not made in the last 5 years. I don't remember when I gave away source code in the past, maybe never. But this time I'm going to do that for this particular software because I want this technology to reach everyone. I want good customer communication to reach everyone. I want reputation management to reach everyone. And I want all you guys, the first movers, to make money from it. Because here is the thing, guys, this offer is very exclusive. It's not going to be there for a long time. So if you're ready for your success, if you're ready for to make big money, if you're ready to actually give people a solution that they need, if you're ready to give a product to the market that's well designed, well tested, robust, high quality, it is time to get into the Helpira market. It's time to get Helpira, make yourself a participant in this business and get the Helpira AI suite. So I'm going to jump right to the offer because I know everything else is already in place in your mind. So today I'm going to give you access to the Helpira AI suite at a crazy price, at a crazy level, and it includes Helpira. It includes Helpira source code rights. It includes Helpira Whitelabel. It includes Helpira reseller, and it also includes Complyfy, another one product that I have, which is just a sweetener. It makes the entire deal even more sweeter. Let me show you again what are the things that it has. The first level of product that it has, that today, that suite that I'm going to offer you, the first level it has is Helpira Agency. With Helpira Agency, you can sell Helpira licenses to other people, just the way I showed you. You can sell Helpira licenses to other businesses, tell them that you'll be using Helpira, and here is a license for you. Go ahead and use it, and you can pay me X. Cyril is charging this much for it. Now, when this launch closes, I'm going to take this product recurring. I'm going to give you some rules, what I'm going to do when the launch closes. First thing, I'm going to take this product recurring. Second thing, no more agency. I will not sell agency accounts. Third thing, no more reseller. I will not sell any reseller accounts. I will not sell any white label accounts. And I will absolutely not sell my source code, right? This is a 7-day launch only. I think it's a 6-day launch. 6-day launch only offer. With the offer gone, all of those things are just going to go away. I will sell Helpira as a regular SaaS, just like Zendesk does. People get access only to use it and never to anything else. So this is a very exclusive offer. Today you can buy it, but when it is closed, I will not sell it. And you can then sell your customers, hey, you know what? Cyril is selling this software for about $164 per year. That's the absolute minimum price that I sell my products at. But I'm going to give it to you for $100 a year. Now, won't people take that? With 100 licenses to sell, you can get $10,000 a year, just like that, where you will be undercutting me by about more than 50% at price. And you will still make $10,000 a year pretty easily. So that is the basic level that you can do absolutely simply. I'm talking about a conservative upside. If you sell all 100 licenses, you can easily make $10,000 to $12,000 either recurring or one time without any pain, because this is a well-designed product that will be always maintained. You can sell it today, you can sell it next month or even next year. The licenses are permanent too. Next, I will also let you sell Helpira reseller licenses, which will give all of your customers 100 licenses to sell each. Now, that is something that's a crazy offer, which I'm doing again today only. I mean, on this launch only. So you can actually gain access to Helpira reseller, where you can sell agency accounts to your customers. Imagine that you can become a promoter where you're telling people, hey, you know what? You want to run a little business where you make money from help desk software that everyone needs. I'm going to give you a reseller account on Helpira, which will let you create 100 accounts so you can sell those 100 accounts and make $10,000. Give me $500 or give me $1,000. It's an easy product to sell, right? It's an easy offer to make. Again, this is something that I will close right away after the launch. Next, you also have Helpira White Label. So you can rebrand Helpira into Smart Helper or My Helper or My Help Desk or Your Help Desk, whatever you want. You can choose your custom logo and you can make it a new software with just one click. No technical things to do. Not even AI. You don't even need to do it using AI. You can just click a button, rebrand it with your name, rebrand it with your customer, with your particular logo, and just have a new software that you can sell right away. You can tell people, hey, you know what? This is Smart Helper. It's a great product. I built it with my team and you can now use it. So you don't even have to use my brand name. You can promote and build your own brand name and build your own business. So those of you who want to create a brand, this is the level you need to get started with. But then I also have Helpira source code, which is crazy, I'm going to give you the entire source code, nothing held back. That means I will give you the debug files, the compilation files. I'll give you the database. I will give you everything you need to create Helpira in a new way. I will give you everything you need to use to tell AI to modify it and get a new software in minutes. That's the craziness of it. With software like GitHub Copilot or with Vibe coding, you can create a new version, new modified software in half an hour with completely new feature set. So I will let you do that too with Helpira AI source code. You can actually own the source code, you can modify it, you can change it whatever way you want, and you don't need to come back to me and tell me, hey Cyril, where can you please give me permission to use your source code? It's all done when you get this level from me today. And today I'm going to do an all-inclusive offer. I, of course, got a question here. Is there a bundle, Carlos? Yes, there's a bundle here today. I will have an all-inclusive offer, which will have all the products that I've shown you and Complyfy. Complyfy is a pro application. It's a very, very powerful app that helps people with consent management, which is a must-have for every business out there. Consent management, cookie consent. You've heard about it. Every business needs it, and Complyfy is the best app for this. So you get pro-level license on it so you can implement it on your clients' businesses. Now, here is what the all-inclusive deal has. Take a look. Helpira AI agency, which lets you sell Helpira licenses. Helpira AI reseller, which lets you sell licenses that let other people sell licenses. You've got Helpira AI white label, which lets you rebrand Helpira. You've got AI source code that lets you modify using AI and create your own product. Become the next Zendesk. By all means, you have my full support today. And of course, you have Complyfy Pro, which is also included. This total bundle is actually worth a lot. Now, if you want to get an application like Helpira made, I showed you the way it works. How much do you think you would need to spend? If you go out in the market today, you will not be spending less than $50,000. And that's when you're smart. That's when you understand the process. That's when you have a huge background of developing software like I have. I started making software when I was 15 and now I'm 45. That's 30 years of making software. It's a lifetime. So I've spent all these years making software, and that's why I can create these fun applications, wonderful applications, and visualize every single aspect of them. But without that experience, it's going to be such a huge challenge. And I will not get into that. If I didn't have the experience today, I would not even venture there. So this is a very, very well made, very expensive software. And if you want to make something like that, you will have to spend a lot of money. Crazy amount of money, but not today. So that in realistic terms, the number that I have there, it's actually much more valuable than this. I'm going to show you how much I'm going to charge you for it, but I'm promising you, hold on guys, those who were seeing that number, getting a little bit worried, getting a little bit anxious, I'm going to give you a very good surprise in just a few minutes, right? So again, it's $18,561 in conservative value because I'm including the works, white label, source code, agency, reseller, and absolutely every single level that I've shown you earlier. You get the entire deal, $18,561 in conservative value. But today, I could be charging a very special price. And I want you to guess what is that special price. Now in chat, guys, let me know. And I know I will see some ridiculous numbers, but to just show you, again, it's not half that price. It's not $9,999. I'm not gonna charge you that much, right? I know a lot of you guys will not be happy paying that much, and I want you to take this software. I want you to take this wonderful opportunity today. I'm not even gonna ask you to pay $5,000. I'm not gonna ask you to pay 4,999. No, I know that's still something that will take it out of the reach of a lot of people, right? And I want to make sure that today you can capitalize on this opportunity. You can get the white label, the agency, the source code, and you can implement it for your own business. You can rebrand it, you can sell it as your own product, or you can make it into something that I don't even, I can't even imagine myself, like a special software for dentists or a special software for car garages or anything that comes in your imagination. Even consult AI to how to do that, right? I'm not even gonna ask you to pay $2,000. I know this is something that I should be doing. I should be charging $2,000 minimum for the source code, right? Why not? This is gonna change some person's life. I've got like a nearly 100 people on this call, and one of you guys is gonna make $100,000 from it. I don't know who that's gonna be, but I'm sure one of you are gonna do that. So I should be charging $2,000, right? I'm not even gonna ask you to pay $1,000, not even $999. Nope, nope, not today. I'm not gonna ask you to pay $999, but today's special price for Helpira is gonna be $499. A product that's worth 18,000. How would you like to get it today for $499? Give me a big yes if you think that's a great price and you will grab it at that price today and make it into a 100K business. Let me know what you think of that. Isn't that a wonderful price? Gail says, wow, that's blown Gail's mind. And Carlos says, wow. And we've got other people here who are responding in such a positive manner. Robert is a little bit, worried. He says, no, too high. Robert is asking me, is it annual? By the way, guys, this is one time. But you know what? I was joking. Today, I'm going to let you have Helpira for a one-time price. No recurring, no annual, not even a single cent beyond this. You don't have to pay me anything more. What you need to pay me today for the source code, the agency, the white label, the help, everything included, including Complyfy, is $347. And if you think that's too high, well, get out of the room. Should not be in there, Robert. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna be brutal about it, because what I've given you here is $100,000 opportunity. Get it there and have fun with it. Go wild with it. Use the source code and make it your own business, guys. So this is what you get today. You get everything for this crazy price. You get the agency, you get the reseller, you get the white label, you get the source code, and you get to choose to sell any way you want. Again, you will be able to recoup your investment with the first sale. Think about it. If you're going to sell the reseller version, you can easily charge $500 for it after the launch is done. If you're going to sell the agency version, you could just make it back in one sale, because if you make it recurring, because in 3 years time, which is the regular lifetime of a basic software, you're going to make that money back. If you sell 3 licenses, you're going to get a 3x return. That's how crazy this offer is. You're going to make your money back with the least amount of effort, and everything else you stack on top. Every second, third, fourth sale is just pure profit coming to you. And imagine if you rebrand it, you're going to have your own product. You could make it a wonderful business. You could make it a little side niche, which you can add as additional incentive, additional business. You can sell it on marketplaces, you can promote it in groups, and you can have a recurring business. I know so many people who've built a recurring of $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 just by selling product like these, by doing aggressive marketing, by just putting themselves out there with some effort and building it into a recurring SaaS business. And beyond that, you could use AI to modify the code, make an absolutely new product with it, right? All of these things are absolutely there. And yes, you can sell it from your domain. You can rebrand it. That's the point. You can sell it from your domain. You have to, because it's your own product. Now, I'm going to also offer you the opportunity to buy some boosters. Now, if you get Helpira, today you will be offered 140 extra licenses to sell. Standard offer for $37. You can also sell the source code. Now, I didn't spell it right, but there should have been a double L in there, and I'll fix it for the next webinar. You can actually sell the source code, not modification rights, only the source code for $6-7 if you get that. And you get a ready-made website to sell everything, a ready-made website which you can use to sell everything that I've shown you, all done for you. So you don't need to write copy, you don't need to write the sales video, you don't need to animate it, you don't need to record a video, you don't need to create any graphic. Everything is done for you. Even the emails are done for you, even the graphics, the ads are done for you. You get everything included, which could put you in the market the next day. So that is also a special add-on available to you guys. Awesome. So next, I've shown you what the products are, 140 extra licenses, the license to sell source code, the seller's pack, which has everything included. So again, this offer lets you sell Helpira accounts, rebrand Helpira, sell unlimited accounts. If you got the white label version, you can own Helpira source code. And guys, if you're excited, if you're ready to get this offer now, if you want to claim it, give me a big I want it in the chat box, and only then I will show you where to get this offer. Give me a I want it in the chat box, and I will give you the link where you can actually get this offer and make it yours. Carlos says I want it, and Rob says I want it. Gail wants it. Mark says I would love it. Right, absolutely. Smart people in the room. Awesome, guys. So I'm going to show you. Dave says take my money. Dave, I will, I promise you. To get to Helpira with everything included, go to gethelpira.in, and the URL is right there in the screen. Use that URL, and I'm dropping it in chat too, so you can click on it. Let me just write it there. Hold on there. I'm going to write it for you. And it's in the chat now. So click on this link and use it to get to Helpira and make it yours. I'm going to even pin it. I think I'll try to pin it. Give me a moment there. Get Helpira. There we go. So guys, now I'm going to go to the questions too. So if you have any questions, drop me in the chat and I'll be answering the questions. But again, the link to get your Helpira is on your screen. Swati has dropped it too. And if you are watching this webinar and any other page, you should find this link on the screen somewhere, maybe right below the webinar video. So look for it and let's get going. Let's get started. So again, I'm going to be answering questions while you get the product. And guys, here is a request. When you do get it today, after you've got it, give me a notice in the chat box. Let me know in the chat that you've got it so that I can give you a little shout out, right? So that I can welcome you to the family. And of course, I will be announcing your name. So make sure to let me know in the chat when you get Helpira today so that I can give you a little shout out. Awesome. So Gail says link is not in the chat. Gail, I am actually putting the link again here. You should be able to get it. It's webinar, the link is over here. Check the chat now. Gail, do you see the link? Do you see the link now? Awesome. So let's see. Gail says no, he still didn't see the link. Okay, hopefully you will. Yeah, you've seen it. You've actually put it there now, Gail, which is great. Give me a second. Awesome. So Swati, could you correct the link because you put in the wrong link there in chat. So please correct the link. I put the right link in there, guys. And Swati just corrected the link too. That's amazing. So now let me get to question. CYH says this is ridiculously underpriced. License to be able to sell the source code alone is worth 10x. CY, actually it's worth 100x. For the right person, it can be even worth 200 or 500x, right? So it depends on you, because what I'm giving you today is a really, really crazy thing. I'm giving you a product that is the market leader when it comes to the features, when it comes to capabilities, right? It's absolutely at the top. Nothing is beyond Helpira. Think about all the other products that you've seen in the market. Even Zendesk and Freshdesk do not have the features that Helpira has. And it is something that is absolutely established. I've tested over months. If you've interacted with my support in the last 6 months, you've used Helpira already. So you know that it works. So the product that I'm giving you today is something that's really crazy. I actually wanted to do something really different with Helpira, and I wanted to actually spread the culture of sub customer support, customer systems. So I did something that I would not have done otherwise. So this offer that I have today, the agency, the white label, the reseller, and the source code, I don't do it often. In fact, when people ask me in chat sometimes in my webinars, hey, is there a white label? I always tell them I don't have a white label. And many of my customers have actually gone ahead and told people in chat on my behalf, Cyril doesn't do white labels. That's the kind of reputation I've built, right? So this is something different I've done here. It's definitely worth 10x, even more than that, for the right person. Even for the, if you can make a little effort, you can definitely make a lot of money from this product, because the potential is just insanely huge, right? So just wanted to put it out there, guys, what I feel about it, and the effort that we made on this is absolutely worth it. Now, Robert says, where is this software hosted? Robert, I'm going to give you the source code. You can host it absolutely anywhere you want. And the beautiful thing is, this is written in PHP. For all you guys who might not know, PHP is a 20-year-old programming language. It is the gold standard when it comes to making online products. Even Facebook was written in PHP when it first started, and it is the most easiest language to host. WordPress is written in PHP, and it runs about, I would say right now, 30% of the world's websites, right? So you can host it on servers that are worth $2 a month. So there are many companies that sell cheap shared hosting. If you buy the entire year's hosting, it's going to be about $24, $25, maybe $30, and you can host this product on a $30 a year hosting. That's how insanely affordable it can be. Awesome. So again, to use the AI in this product, somebody has asked me earlier, what do we need to do to use the AI? You can plug in your own open AI key, right? So you can do that. Absolutely. Paban, how much does the hosting cost? It can be as less as $30 a year, $2 a month. That's it. Carlos is asking me difference between agency and reseller. Carlos, the agency account lets you sell accounts for using Helpira, and the reseller accounts let you sell account that lets people further sell Helpira licenses. So it's like a master reseller. The reseller here is like a master reseller. So Ganti is just in. He's in with the whole offer. That's amazing, Ganti. Thank you for purchasing Helpira today, and really appreciate it. Really welcome to the party. I think you've got all the products that I've built in the last 5 months. I've seen you on every webinar, and I've seen you get every single product. I'm sure you will love Helpira, maybe even more than all the other products that you brought from me. Paban says, how about if I just want for my agency? Paban, you can use it for yourself. If you want to, if you don't want to get the entire suite today, that's absolutely okay. You can wait a couple of days. Tomorrow you will be able to get only the FE version, only the front end. But I'm telling you today, this offer is actually amazing. It's too good to let go by. And if you get it today, you get this insane price too. In the future, with every single day, the price is gonna go up. In my past launches also, people have paid more if they waited more. So if you want to wait more, you can, but you will have to definitely pay more. Rob says, can you please go over what we get again? Because I ended up missing it. No problems, Rob. Very quickly, I will do it for you. So today, when you buy the product from me for the special price that I just showed you, you get Helpira agency, which lets you sell Helpira accounts to other businesses. You also get Helpira reseller, which lets you work as a master reseller and create accounts that other people can use to sell Helpira accounts further. So you can tell them, hey, you know what? Helpira is great business. I have got a right to give you a license that lets you sell it. Why don't you give me $500 for it? And I will let you sell the licenses for $5 a piece, and you can make so much money, and you could sell it to other vendors like yourself. Then you can also buy the white label version, which is actually included. You will also get the white label version, which lets you rebrand Helpira and sell it as your own product. And you also get the source code rights, which let you modify Helpira using AI and profit from it by just promoting it as your own product, because you can actually modify features on it using AI. Ganti says, I gotta leave. Thank you, Ganti, for buying again. See you later.
Carlos says, if I use the source code and change the branding, I can manage agency and issue licenses. Absolutely, Carlos. It's very easy. You can absolutely do that. Lindsay says, I have my full hands babysitting two little kids with dad right now. That's amazing, Lindsay. I'm sure it's a delight. I love kids, and it's very privileged to have children in your life. So really, really great. I'm glad you have us. Uh, Paul says, I'm about to start my own local agency. Should I charge recurring or one-time fees? Paul, I am always a big proponent of recurring fees. In fact, I only sell one time during my launches and webinars, and after that, people have to pay recurring to get hold of my products. So I've got like 38 products right now, which are listed on my sales pages, which are listed on my website, and every one of them is recurring. So I would say if you want to make the most amount of money and if you want to create a long-term business, always sell recurring if you can. That's my feedback. Dave says, done, got the whole deal. Congratulations, Dave, and welcome to Helpira. It's good to have you there. Lindsay says, I'll be doing as soon as I'm able. Awesome, Lindsay. No problems at all. The product is waiting for you and the offer is open. So make sure you use it when you can. Gail says, I purchased all of the products. Fantastic product and opportunity. Thanks so much. That's amazing, Gail. I'm sure you will love having Helpira. I'm sure you will love rebranding it and making all that money off it. Just call up a few guys locally or just send out a few cold emails and you will make a ton of sales from this wonderful product. Again, the link to make the purchase is in chat. Swati just dropped the right link in there. So just make sure that you use that link to purchase the product. Lindsay, I do see your problem, man. Don't worry about it. And I'll be there when you have it. Gail says, will this work inside a Go High Level CRM? You know what, Gail? You just got the source code. You can just tell the AI, you know what? I want to link it to Go High Level. Could you please create a link between Go High Level and Helpira, and AI will do this. I recommend Claude Code. It's a very good AI, or GitHub Copilot using Claude Sonnet 4.5. With these AIs, you can code practically any feature. So anything that you want to build, right? Just don't wait for me to build it today. You can build it yourself using AI and the ready code base that I have. So just try that and you will have a lot of fun, guys. Again, if you purchase Helpira today, make sure that you give me an opportunity to thank you. Drop me in a message in the chat so that I can acknowledge you and welcome you to the family. And again, if you got any questions about Helpira, let me know in chat and I will be happy to answer all your questions. I'll make sure that I stay as long as you've got questions for me. So this is Helpira, guys. It is the most powerful help desk system in the market, as good as Zendesk, which is a $10 billion company, or Freshdesk, which is a $3.4 billion company. It gives you the opportunity to build your own business that way. Robert's asking me, explain how to install the source code on our hosting. Robert, it's a one-click installation. There are so many videos that we have in our training, a lot of videos. You can just watch the videos and you will learn. It's not difficult at all because everything is designed the way it should be. So if you've ever used WordPress, WordPress is the #1 CMS of the world. If you've ever used WordPress, we have absolutely the same technology and you can use the same technology to install Helpira on your website. That's how easy it is. So I hope I answered the question and you got how simple it can be. And let me know, guys, again, if you have any questions for me, let me know and I will be happy to answer all your questions. All right, let me see what I missed here. Did I miss any question? Kennard says, I have one membership. Will I get access to this software? Kennard, in one membership, you get access to use it for your own business. You get the pro level. But I'm sorry, I do not provide agency, reseller, or white label or source code in one membership. So if you want to get the source code or white label or the agency version, I recommend that you get Helpira today and you will be able to resell it for your own profit, right? The one membership is for your own use. That is, it's for businesses that want to use the products for themselves and not to sell it. So you need to get the sales licenses if you want to sell it. Carlos says, if I customize source code for a customer, install and the host, is that considered a resale of the source code? No, Carlos, it's not actually. The resell of the source code is when you tell somebody, you know what, here is the source code of Helpira, go ahead and modify it yourself or use it yourself, and you can change it yourself. That is a resell. Anyways, we have a source code reseller license, which you should grab absolutely, because this is an opportunity again, which I won't present again. So this is the time to get Helpira with the source code. And if you are smart about it, you should grab the resell license for the source code too, which would just give you the absolute ownership of everything. And I would say it makes a lot of sense doing that. Jerry says, what about teaming up with others on the webinar? Well, Jerry, that's something between you and the other person. I cannot comment on that. But again, this is meant for individuals or companies. So if you've got a consortium of group of people, well, you could treat it as a group of people, but I have nothing to say about that. You got to find your own teammate. Paban says, could you please clarify what sell 100 licenses of Helpira means? It means using the agency level and selling Helpira to your clients, which means you're not selling the white label, you're not rebranding it, you're not creating a new product using the source code. You are selling Helpira itself, which is a product that is made by Technic Force, and we handle the support for you. So you get to sell 100 licenses, and if you want to grab the upsell, you can get the 140 licenses more to sell. So that's a total of 240 licenses. You can sell those for any price you want, right? Even lower than me, you can sell for recurring price or for a lifetime price. It's totally up to you. But that means selling Helpira, letting us take care of the customers, the support and everything. That's what the option is. Lawrence says, could I get the unbundled version? Lawrence, the unbundled version will be available tomorrow at 10 a.m., actually at 11 a.m. EST. So make sure you get to our sales page at that time, and we will give you the unbundled version then. Swati has an answer too there. Robert says, does the training show us how to white label the software with our name and brand? Absolutely, Robert. We have so many videos and more are coming up. So the training will cover how to install the software, how to rebrand it. Everything is included. And don't forget, I'm not rated 4.9 stars for support for no reason. So anytime you need any help, just approach my support team and they will be happy to help you and give you the assistance you need. So I'm not going to leave you high and dry. I'm going to help you create this into a wonderful business. So when you need help, just let me know. Robert is also asking me, if I resell this software, do you handle support? Absolutely, Robert, we do. So you don't need to worry about support if you sell the agency accounts. Sorry, that's Kennard. Robert's asking me, what email sender do you recommend? Well, Robert, you could use Amazon. Amazon's good. SendGrid is also good. There is also Mailgun, Turbo SMTP. So many SMTP providers, you could use them all, because the emails that you send out using Helpira is going to be transactional emails. Now, I know some people who even use Gmail for it, because Gmail has an SMTP interface. So you could use your Gmail Outlook account also if you want to. Carlos says, I purchased already. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it. And really, really had fun having you on the webinar. A very good and amazing participant. Robert says, will there be further development? Absolutely, Robert. There is going to be further development. That's what I'm known for, because I develop the heck out of my software. All of them, I make sure they're made well. I make sure I add new features, because I think of new features all the time. And I hear from clients like you who want new features all the time. So I build them. So yeah, we're going to make this software better and better. It's just the first version, but there are going to be more releases, but no more one-time deal. So if you want the lifetime deal, get it now and you will get the lifetime deal. Later, you will not have it. Now, one more thing. I don't have a public roadmap. I never do, because I always go a little bit more random. I develop the features that I think should be developed first, and I don't want people stealing from my public roadmap, right? So I've built all these amazing features like improve your answer, like AI auto answer, like AI giving the answer when people are creating tickets. But I don't want people to steal all the new ideas that I've thought about this product. So I don't put out a public roadmap. You will hear from me every few weeks, maybe every 2, 3, 4 weeks, with the new features. That's how often I develop my products. That's how often I improve my products. So just watch out for my notifications. And that's something I'm really known for. Rob says, can I swap out Complify? Absolutely, Robert, you can. Just let me know in support. Talk to my support team and they will be happy to swap it out for anything you want. So again, guys, this is Helpira, and let me know if you want to see a demo again. Those of you who came in late or missed something, if you want to see the demo of Helpira again, let me know and I will show you the demo and show you how Helpira works. Drop me in chat demo if you want to see the demo again. By the way, before I show you the demo, remember guys, when you go to Helpira sales page, you will see this screen. This is the place where you need to buy Helpira. You will get an option to pay by credit card or by PayPal. When you use credit card, you'll be going by Stripe. And if you use PayPal, you can use the card too if you want to. So if one of these payment methods doesn't work, just try the other and you will have the option to buy Helpira and any of the upgrades that you want to purchase. You can do that if you want to. Also, again, my software are very well rated. I've got very good reputation, just gotta say it again. And today, if you buy, you have 30 days special refund guarantee. So if for any reason you think Helpira is not for you, just let us know in chat. Sorry, let us know my support. Let my support know, and we will give you the money back within 30 days. Now let's go back to the demo very quickly. I see a lot of demos in the chat box. I know you wanna see what you are getting today, the kind of power that Helpira has. So I'm gonna scroll right back to the demo right here. Here we go. So guys, I'm hitting the button. If you hear the voice, if you hear my audio, let me know in chat. If you don't hear it, let me know in chat.
Hello and welcome to Helpira. This is the most powerful help desk system ever created. It's got every single feature that you want to make sure that your customer is always delighted with you and you're able to conserve and grow your business and keep every single customer that comes to you. So let's get started and take a look at Helpira. When you log into the Helpira administration, you will see a quick bird's eye view of your support system, information like tickets that you've assigned to your team members, the total number of open tickets and the total number of tickets that have been processed. Below that, you will see a nice little graph which will show you a daily view of how many tickets came in each day and how many of them were you able to close. Next, you will see the view for the day. So these are today's tickets, the number of tickets created, the answered tickets, and the total number of solved tickets, as well as the tickets that have a placeholder answer and you might want to get back to them later. You also have the number of questions that were asked, questions that are not necessarily support related, but maybe a query about sales or something. And below that, of course, you have the total tickets themselves, the tickets created. You have information like an ID number that's unique to the ticket, the subject of the ticket creator. And then finally, when the ticket is solved, the AI also makes a summary of the ticket showing you what happened in the ticket itself. You also have the customer's name, and if you click on the customer, you will be able to see a new view where you can see all the tickets that were created by the customer. So yes, this is a great way to keep track of your customers and make sure that you know who's your best customer, who's the customer that has communicated the most with you, and who's got the most product. Next, you can actually have multiple team members inside of Helpira, and if you assign the ticket to a particular person, you will be able to see their name over here. In the responses column, you can see if there is a new response from you or from the customer. And if it is answered, like some of the questions were already answered by my team members, you will see the name of the person who last answered it and the status of the ticket. Is it open or is it closed? And then finally, whether it was modified ever and when was it created. So all of that information is available to you so that you can quickly understand how does support look today. So this is the main interface. Now let's take a look at a ticket itself. Let's find something like this, unable to register a new account. It opens in a new window and you can easily see the total communications from your customer and with your team members. For example, the customer started the ticket on a certain date and they asked a question. It was answered by my team members. You can also put in a nice footer which can promote the rest of your products or any other offer that you have. And they can see all the follow-ups over here and you can see everything is nicely marked up. Like for example, if the ticket is escalated to a team member, you will see that. If there is a follow-up question from your team to the customer, you will see that. And if there is a follow-up, a reminder to the customer asking them to respond like this, you will see that. And finally, when the ticket is solved, there is a proper solution, you will see that. And yes, Helpira supports attachments, screenshots, videos, whatever you want. And finally, you can close the ticket and solve it. On the right side, this is where you actually answer the ticket. This is where you put in a response to your customer. You can see the number of agents that you have and you or your team members can assign the ticket to any of the agents so that that particular agent can follow up. When you assign, the agent will be notified and they will be able to answer the ticket from there. They will know that they're supposed to answer the ticket. It also has a product manager. So yes, all the products or services that you have created can be a part of Helpira, and the customer will be able to choose the exact product when they create the ticket so that it saves you time. Finally, you can have templated ready-made answers. Yes, for example, here is an answer that is customized for Jason Brechto, the person who created the ticket. So you can create templates of answers and you can select those answers with one click. So all the common responses that you need to give a person can be done in one click. But that's not all. Helpira is the AI powered help desk support systems that can improve your efficiency, help you save time, and answer your customers better. So, right on this screen, you've got three features. The first is improve answer, which will improve any answer that you put in over here. The second is save answer. So, when you answer a ticket correctly and you want to train the AI so that it learns your answer, and next time a similar request comes in, it can answer it. You can click on save answer and that information will be saved to AI so that the next time a customer comes in and asks a similar question, the AI will answer the question for you, saving you a lot of time. And this button, generate answer by AI, is the button that can answer any question for you based on all the information that is already present for the AI and create a perfect response to your customer. So let's take it for a spin. Here I've written a very badly drafted response, single line. I've not capitalized anything. I've made a lot of typos. I've made grammatical mistakes. The sort of response that would really irritate a customer. Now, all you need to do with Helpira is click on improve your answer and let AI work its magic. Check out this response. Hi Jason, thank you for reaching out to us. A proper greeting. I understand that you have trouble receiving the OTP for registration. You acknowledge the customer's question. Of course, that's very important. Additionally, to assist you better, could you share the details of your recent purchase? Everything that I put in my poorly drafted response has been made professional, perfect, and you close the answer with a proper response. That is the power of AI, and it can save you a lot of time. Now you can either insert the message directly where the cursor is, or you can copy it and paste it in your response box, and then you can just click on send to paste it. You can also choose the quality of the response. Is it a placeholder response? Is it a solution? Is it a question, an escalation, or a follow-up? So that you will be able to know when you look at the support desk how many questions actually need a follow-up or how many questions are actually solved and what issues are still outstanding. You can make it an internal note which will only go to the team members that you have. Your customers won't be able to see that response, but if there is some information that you want to put in for the next team members who reviews the tickets, you can make it an internal note. And of course, you can put in attachments. This supports images, documents, even small videos. And we are only getting started. In the ticket section on the left side, you will see all the tickets that were ever created and who was it assigned to, who answered it, the quality of the tickets. You can easily filter to open tickets or new tickets or tickets that are marked as placeholder so that you can see that these tickets are the ones that need to be followed upon. You can see the tickets that were marked as solution. So there was a final solution provided to the customer and now the ticket is closed. You can also filter according to the product that you want to select. So if you want to say go for all the tickets for CloudFunnels, you could click that and you would see all the tickets for CloudFunnels. And how do you add a product? Just click on this sidebar product menu, product option, and you will see all the products that you have created. To create a product, you can just click on this, enter a product name, enter a product URL if you have one, and click on save. The product will be added to the database, and the next time the customer is creating a ticket, he will get an option to select it. So coming back to the tickets, I've showed you the filtering options, I've showed you the product options. You can also select on the basis of the agent. Yes, you can see which agent handled which ticket and what the answer was, so that you can review the performance of your team members if you have team and you want to follow up on them. You can also search for tickets by either the ticket ID or anything in the content or even the customer name. For example, if I put Brian in and I put click search, let me just put all agents over here, you will see all the tickets that were created by a customer with Brian in their name. So yes, the search features and the filtering features are extremely advanced, just the kind of thing you need for a real business. Before we continue with the admin panel demo, I want to show you the experience that your customers will have. Yes, the customers who are creating a ticket. So they get started by putting in their name. So I'll just put in my name over here. Next, you got to put in your email address. So I will put in my email address. And finally, you can select a product that you have. And if you don't want to go for any product, you can click on others. I will click on CloudFunnels. Let's create a ticket for CloudFunnels and I will enter a subject, how to install using cPanel. And I will then be able to put in a description. I need to install CloudFunnels on my server. How can I do that using cPanel? Next, if you want to put in an attachment, maybe a screenshot or a video or something, you can do that and then click on submit ticket. What's happening now is Helpira is trying to generate the answer, generate the response using AI. And here's the magic. Your customer will get a detailed response based on the information in your help desk system. So if you have answered any similar question earlier, the AI will take that up and provide the answer to your customer, and you might not even have to create a ticket. That means you will have satisfied customers right at the bat. They might not even need to create a ticket to get the answer they need. They might just get the right answer from the AI, which will save you a lot of time and give you happier customers. Now, if it does not solve the question, if it does not solve the problem, people can click on I still need help and the ticket will be created. Here is a ticket code. An email has been sent to the customer, and when the customer clicks on view ticket, they will be able to see the ticket generated and then follow up with a response. Coming back to the admin system, Helpira is filled with advanced features and fantastic systems that every business needs, whether they are a local business or an e-com business. Things like members and teams. You can have multiple people working on your support desk. You can invite all your team members in, and you can even create teams with your team members. So each team can have multiple people in it. This is great for e-com businesses. This is great for multiple website owners, people who have multiple websites. It's also great for local businesses like repair shops, maintenance shops, home improvement companies, agencies, etc. You can also see a list of all your customers who have ever created a ticket with your support system. You can search for customers. You can see the IP addresses they were using. When did they last? Wow, I interrupted the demo by mistake, but we were nearly at the end of it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys, how would you like me to get into Helpira right now? How would you like me to show you the Helpira product right now, one to one? So I will actually show you some cool features and I will show you what it does and how you can do this. If you would like that, give me a yes in chat and I will show you Helpira right now myself, and you can actually ask me questions about it and I will do those things for you. How would you like that? Hey, Todd's here today. So good evening, Todd. Good to have you on the chat. Let me just make sure that I can get into Helpira right now. I'm going to the admin. And give me a minute where I log into my copy of Helpira. Again, guys, this is the best help desk system ever created at the same scale, or actually better than products like Zendesk and Freshdesk, which are multi-million dollar companies. So again, I'm giving you access to a product that is absolutely well made. Now, I told you that I've been using this product for about 6 months now, and Helpira has helped me answer 5,347 tickets, right? So think about the scale that it has. That's a crazy number of tickets that it's handled. And I want to remind you what are the best AI features, because AI makes everything easy, doesn't it? So the first thing that you can do is you can save a lot of time using AI. For example, let's say we have, let's go for this one, reduced Videsha, some kind of question from a customer. It's actually answered already. Now using AI, you can put in very basic level responses and have the AI improve your answer. For example, let's say I'm going to read up the question very quickly. I redeemed the reward copy and I have Videsha Pro, but I only got 20K credits. So I'm writing a very badly formed responses. I'm not even thinking about the capitalization or the punctuation. I will even make a grammatical error purposefully. And I can just click on the button, improve response, and
Helpira will transform my stupidly written, very, very sloppy response into a very professional answer where it addresses the customer, thanks them, and then exactly tells them that the corrective action that we will take for them without without I making the effort for it. So I don't have to spend 15 minutes trying to draft a good response. I can do that with AI. So that's amazing. Now, guys, I want to show you an amazing feature that we built in here that helped me get a lot of ratings. Now, you do know that. Again, let me remind you that I've got this amazing ratings on Google. If you look for Technic Force, you will see that we have 4.9 stars, over 199 reviews. So if you click on our reviews, I think there is a section here which lets you see the reviews, all of the reviews somewhere here. So actually they changed the interface here. So I think view all Google reviews. You can see the reviews that we've been getting. They're all very good reviews, 5-star reviews, and we use Helpira to make that happen. So all of these reviews, I'm proud to say, are thanks to Helpira, right? So whenever somebody asks us a question, we help them. Helpira automatically sends out a survey, and when people take this survey, they rate us, how what they feel about us, and if they rate us at 5 stars, they are requested to leave a public review on Trustpilot and Google Business. And many people who like the software that we've created or the service that we provide them, they love to leave a review for us, and that's how we generate all these amazing reviews. They're from real customers, and your customers too would love to do that because it's all about business and reputation. Now let me know in chat if you want to show me if you want me to show you any particular aspect of Helpira. Again, remember, I will be answering questions, and if you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to answer in chat, and I will be trying to show you in action if I can show you something. Now, Paban has a question for me. Can it be made exclusively for the ecom brand by modifying the source code? The features will help support pre and post sales with automatic shipping status. Paban, that's the reason why I am giving source code modification rights today on Helpira, because I wouldn't usually do that if I didn't think that you would be able to modify the source code, because it requires a lot of work to be a programmer. But the good thing is now you don't have to be one, because you've got beautiful AIs like Claude Code, and you can use Claude Code to modify the source code that I'm going to provide you. The good news is that the source code is well written, it's professional grade product, and Claude can easily add the feature that you need. So that was the initial, idea that I gave you guys. You can create custom versions of the help desk system targeted at specific industries. Like Paban, your idea is to make an help desk system that is custom for ecom, that integrates with shipping systems, maybe a shipping system that only you have. I don't know what you're using. Are you using UPS or DHL or whatever you're using? You can just create, or FedEx, whatever you're using, you can create a custom system that combines with that and transforms your help desk into that customized software, hyper targeted, which you can charge 10x for. So yeah, you can do that using AI. You can create that interface. So that's really, really smart to do that. And I'm going to tell you, all you guys who are on chat today, this is the really crazy thing about AI. You can take Helpira, you can modify it, you can rebrand it, you can modify the source code using AI and target specific niches. That is where the biggest amount of money is in. Imagine creating a special help desk just for dentists, right? Imagine creating a special help desk just for electricity repair companies or electronics, repair companies. You could absolutely do that. Now, Paban says, how about if I need your help? Paban, we are not going to be providing active help to modify the source code, but we can give you ideas. The good thing is you probably won't need our help because Claude Code is very smart. Google's anti-gravity is very smart. I think you can be doing this by yourself, but if you need any help, you have any questions about the source code, you could ask us. We could do that. We could answer them for you, but we'll not be modifying the source code for you. Mark says I have to leave now. And that's great, Mark. Good to have you on the webinar. And I really hope you had a great time. Robert's asking me, can multiple support desks be managed by one user with multiple companies that need support? Absolutely, Robert. You can have multiple support desks, but you cannot manage them from one place because every support desk has its own implementation. So you need to log into that support. Like I'm logged into the admin of Helpira today. It does have teams, it does have multiple members. I'm going to show you this. Like all my support team is here. These are all my people who are working on support tickets, and I have organized them into teams so people can assign tickets to entire teams, and anyone in the team can take that ticket and answer it, or you could escalate it, you could assign it to a particular person and it could be answered by that particular person. Also in Helpira we have a beautiful customer reporting system. You have your entire customer database in here, which is thousands of customers. For me, 3000 customers, and you can actually search them. You can click on a customer name, for example, let's say this one, and you can see how many tickets they created, so you will know exactly what is the relationship that you have with that customer. Let me show you another one, like with Abdul Rahman Al Shahat. I've had 3 tickets and you can see how their experience was. Like they bought Tube Rank Jeet from me, they created 3 tickets and we provided solutions to them. So this is a very, very professional level software. Rage says, I have purchased your amazing software. I'll be watching your tutorials. Absolutely, Rage. Good to have you in here. And I'm glad you purchased Helpira today. I'm sure you will love it. And if you got any of the upsells, any of the special upgrades, I'm sure you will love those too. Let me remind you what you get today as a special upsell. What are your options? I think, let me just play the presentation again and I'll try to get to the right chat. Hold on there, right to the end. Gonna scroll. Awesome, guys. So here we go. So today you have the opportunity to buy Helpira agency, and you can also get in the suite Helpira reseller, Helpira source code rights, white label, and also Complify Pro. So you will be able to sell Helpira as Helpira itself, which is an agency license. We will take care of the support. You can sell 100 licenses and you have the opportunity to get more licenses to sell. Actually, we have some upsells and you can get the extra license to sell 140 extra licenses only for $37. Crazy offer today. You can also sell the source code, don't mind the spelling, for $6 7, and you can get the entire sellers pack for $47. Very, very special offer today, guys. Now, Robert has a question for me. Do you put the source code for support on its own domain? Robert, you can put this on your own domain. That's always the smartest part. You can put it on a subdomain too. It's on you because it can be installed in a folder. It can be installed on a subdomain anywhere you want. It's very, very flexible. Again, uh, if you have any, now we have a question from Paban. Does it support SMS and WhatsApp? No, Paban, it does not support SMS and WhatsApp, but it does support email. So you could you could just use email to take care of this, and all your customers will get a notification through email. Awesome. So let me remind you guys, this is a special offer where you can easily sell Helpira and you can recoup your investment with absolutely one sale. That's how good the offer is. And here is what you get today again. You get the opportunity to resell Helpira licenses. You get the white label offer, so you can white label it with one click and sell it as your own product. You can even own the source code. So again, the link to purchase Helpira is in the chat box, and if you get it today, feel free to let me know in the chat box so that I can give you a little shout out. This is the offer on screen, and the link, Swati has dropped it already a couple of times. So make sure you click on that link and purchase. Dave is asking, can we embed a link or chatbot like widget on a website page? Absolutely, Dave, you can. I do have a good chatbot too. You can use that if you want, or if you want to grab any other chatbot from the market or make your own and put it there, you can do that. It's very easy to put a chatbot in our system. You can put a chatbot in Helpira, not a problem at all. And if you want to put in a nice little widget on a website which lets people create support tickets or support requests or sales requests, you could do that too. It's very easy. Again, not a problem at all. Robert says, I'm worried about how to set up the source code. Don't worry about it, Robert. There is a tutorial which shows you how to set up the source code, which is, I think you mean the installation. So we have one click installation. And What is one-click installation? It means that we've got an integration with cPanel, and if you're using a cPanel hosting, which is like 90% of the web out there, you can just click a button, it will automatically install it, just like WordPress. It's as easy as WordPress, probably easier. Next, the emails creation, the email account creation is also very easy. We have tutorials that show you how to integrate your email account. Now you can integrate any email account you want. You can integrate a professional account like SendGrid, or you can even put in your own Gmail account. So if you don't have a lot of volume, you can just put in your SMTP details of your Gmail, and that will work too. I hope I answered your question, Robert. Let me know if you got the answer. Rob says, would if I only want Helpira source code and white label, no need for reseller. Well, Rob, today I'm not going to give you individual offerings. I have the suite at a crazy price. This price actually is lower than what I usually sell just white label for. So use this opportunity. You're getting everything, including source code and white label. It can come in handy today. Maybe you don't have the plan to use the source code to rebrand it today, but let's say you make good money off it and you see the potential and you make some money and you decide, okay, what if I could actually make a custom version for somebody, or somebody comes in and tells you, hey, could you put this feature in Helpira? I'm ready to pay you $1,000. What do you want to do? Turn them down? Well, don't do that. You get the special offer here where you get everything included, including the source code and the rights to modify the source code with AI. So grab it. Again, remember, this is a temporary offer. After the sales, the webinar sales is done, and after the launch is done, I'm going to take away all of this. So then you would be able to just buy the usage rights, just like Zendesk. You will never have the opportunity to sell it again. So use it while you still can. Dave says, it is easy. Well, that answers your question, Robert. Dave has already done it multiple times and it's not difficult. And probably if you want, he will be happy to help you out. Of course, Dave, feel free to charge something for that. That's on you. So again, guys, it is easy. It is easy. We've got a lot of tutorials, and it's just maybe a mental roadblock that you might have that prevents you from capitalizing on the best offer that you can get on a craziest product. But don't let it stop you. Get Helpira today for this one-time price, permanent license, and you don't have to pay for it again. Now, again, I'm here as long as you got questions for me, and I'm just about ready to put an end to the webinar if you've not, because I've been speaking for a little over 2 hours now, a little less than 2 hours actually. So yep, I'll be happy to end the webinar once we are out of questions. Paban is asking a very good question. Beside emails, SMS essential. You know what, Paban? You could build that integration. Cloud Code is very, very powerful, and SMS integration with Twilio is absolutely something that has been done 1,000 times before. So you could do in Cloud Code the SMS integration. You could say, Claude, create a page where people can put in their Twilio details, and Claude modify the system where when a ticket is closed or a ticket is opened, a message is sent to the customer, and they're able to receive the notification. Now, here is the reason why I didn't put SMS in it, because most people are using computers to create customer tickets, and then people don't want to share their phone number as easily they share their email addresses. So whenever you ask someone to put in the phone number, the resistance increases, and there are chances that the person might not even sign up or might not even ask the question. And if you're having a sales process, for example, you could lose a sale. So that's not something I did by default. But if there is enough demand in the market, I might do it in an upgrade. Let's see how the market responds to this and what they ask me to build. I might build some more features in the future. CY Edge. Well, CY, you've got a great translator, or you've got great Hindi. By the way, that's the language I speak. And CY Edge is actually talking to me in my language. So he says it's a wonderful opportunity. And thank you for a very, very knowledgeable presentation. Thank you for attending this, CY. And thank you for bringing a little bit of the home to my webinar for the pure Hindi that you've written here. I love that. Thank you so much. Paban says, I think for clinic like dentist, they require SMS support. Absolutely, Paban, I agree. So feel free to build it with code, or come back to us and tell us that we should build it for you. And if we have like 10 people telling us so, we might build that in the next release. Not a big deal. Well, Paban, it's not going to be included in this version that you're going to get today. And I'm going to tell you this. After this deal, sorry, it's not going to be available. So this is the only opportunity you have to buy it, to buy the source code and the white label version. If later you come to me after I build the SMS and you tell me, Cyril, I want to buy it, I'm going to tell you, hey man, sorry, but I'm not going to sell it to you. Thanks, but move on. Well, I will sell the white label and the source code and the reseller only on this launch and the agency. I will not sell it after this. After this, it goes to the SaaS model. I want to make money too, long term. This of course, the launches I always do them because it's a nice cash injection. I'm not funded by VCs. I'm funded by my customers. I'm funded by guys like you who make the choice to invest in the business by grabbing the opportunity to grab these products for a lifetime deal. Now, after that's done, I want to go the long way. I want to create the long systems and I want the recurring money. So I will be charging people every month and every year to get access to Helpira, but not beyond, not before that. So grab the opportunity to get the lifetime deal today if you can. The white label, the reseller, the agency is all going away when the 7 day sale ends. Michelle Romano, well, Michelle, you better put in a nice cool icon there. Cool day. Have a good day. You're looking cool, Michelle. Awesome, guys. So if you still have any questions, I'm here to answer those questions. Happy to answer them for you. And if not, well, it's time to move on. And I'm going to start the rest of my day. It's 7 a.m. here in Dubai, and it's probably about 10 p.m. for most of you guys. I know a couple of you guys were there from UK, and I imagine for them it's like 3 a.m., a crazy, crazy time. So thanks again for all of you who attended this webinar today. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. We had a guy from Tanzania, I think Palitio, and we had many people from the US, from Arizona, from New Jersey, from the West Coast, East Coast, all around the place. We have people from UK, from Australia, Lindsay from Australia. I know your hands are full, Lindsay, today. Thanks again for getting on the webinar. Thanks again for this wonderful opportunity for making this such a great presentation. I appreciate it. Michelle, it is 4 a.m. for you. Well, Michelle, it is late or it's early. I don't know when you woke up, but thanks for attending the webinar. I appreciate it. And good to have you here. Just let my support know about your questions. We'll be happy to answer you. And don't forget, when you ask that questions to my support, you will be using Helpira. That's the support system that we built, we use every day, and that the rest of the world is going to use, thanks to all the good people who are getting this today from me. So on that note, I'm going to wind down this webinar. I'm still going to monitor for questions for the next few minutes. So let me know if you got any questions or if you got any requests. I'm going to put this on the screen, the link to purchase, so that you know where to get it. It's already pinned also, so you can click on the pinned link and you can purchase it, or you can just type it out on your address bar. Thanks again for attending. This is Cyril Gupta, and I'll be back again later with another wonderful product.